Sounds like it's all quiet. I just passed a little bit of time to get through a blizzard. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to the Long Dark and our Interloper run. Last episode, or the last several episodes, we've been having a good time playing around in Bleak Inlet. We did all of the necessary walking through of the cannery so you guys could get a good idea what was going on. And we picked a couple of things up. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock down a couple of these little things here. We need to go outside and make a fire somewhere because we're out of water, and of course that's always the way things work. Every time you need to go looking for things to move. I just left a blizzard. There was a blizzard going on outside a minute ago, and now we have another blizzard. So let's go back inside and see if we can get this to pass a little time. We're a little short on water, but that's no big deal. Let's just pass an hour and see what we get. Okay, that's a little better. We're going to go knock one of these out real quick, and I should be able to get out of the wind somewhere back here if I'm really lucky. Somewhere around this trailer, you're usually going to find a place out of the wind, but you can almost always light a fire back here. So we just want to make a light of fire real quick and make a little bit of water so that we can continue on. There's a few things I want to check on. We're going to go do the last little bit of the Delta area hopefully today. And then we're going to head out of the Forlorn exit. I know it kind of made a decision, or I was questioning that earlier, whether or not we should go out that exit or if we should maybe try to go back, you know, do a big long loopy circle around the Delta and then head out the way we came in, just as to save time. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go by trappers and check in a few things there. And that just makes it easier to go by trappers if we go through the Forlorn exit. So, of course, that doesn't mean we necessarily have to pass the whole time to do it. So we don't necessarily say you guys have to watch me walk across there. But I think there's still one or two things in Forlorn on that side we haven't touched yet. So what I want to do right now, of course, is we're going to drink a little bit of water. We're going to put one of those down. And we still have 9 minutes until that's ready. So we're going to move this. We're going to go ahead and pass time to get this figured out, boiled, and taken care of. Is there anything we need to do right now in front of this? I was going to pull some torches, but I've already ripped up a bunch of them. I'm going to leave that wood here. We're also going to drop everything except 5 of those sticks. So that way we don't have as much weight on us. We were getting a little heavy. We're going to need to go do a bunch of inventory getting rid of and sorting and cleaning up because we have way too much stuff on us at this point. But let's go ahead and just eat as much of this food that we don't need because it does weigh. Goodbye all those wonderful rotten fish that we found, as always. Such a loss. And I think that'll work for now. Let's see, do we have anything else we need to drink? No, we're just waiting on this, and I buried that tea. I love it. Way to go. Can I get to the tea if I move a couple of these things? Thank you. That is not what I wanted to do. Where is the warm one? Okay. And then go ahead and just kind of continue on doing various things. So drop you, I don't want you, and that's fine. Cool. We'll pick up more sticks as we go, but I just needed to make sure we get a couple of things here. The only thing about Bleak that I will say is it's absolutely just drives you nuts sometimes is how the weather will change on a dime in this zone. And I mean by on a dime is that the wind is now blowing. If I pass, well, like say, let's just make enough time. We're just going to pass enough to do about that much water, which should be 30 minutes. Sometimes that's all it takes to get things to change. So we'll put 2 of those down. We'll get rid of the little one, and then I'm going to pick both of those guys up. I'm going to see if I can do one more just for fun. Sometimes it's all it takes. It's just that. Yeah, there it went. And by the time this will finish, it'll come back. Maybe.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So we'll put that down, and this down. This down. I want those 2 and my can and the torch. The wind's probably blowing enough that it might blow the torch out, but we're going to carry one as long as we can, and then, of course, we're going to drink that tea so that we can warm back up. And I should make more warm teas, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to just get out of here. We're going to head towards the outer section, like, say, the northern portion up here. We're going to go collect a few things. He is here. I don't have enough wood to cook him. Well, shoot. He's right in the way of where I need to go. This moose is an excellent moose to kill because he's one of the ones where you can convince to come over here and you can kill him really, really, really close to this trailer. Or, again, he's not bad. I'm sorry, you're okay. He's not bad to deal with. It's one of those, it's fairly safe to do the duck in, duck out over here with this trailer. You can kill him pretty easily. He is right where I wanted to go. Oh, nuts. Well, we're going to go this way then. We're wearing out a warmth bonus. And the wind is blowing, so I was kind of hoping he would have been there last episode. We might have stopped and taken care of him. So that means we're going to have to cut through the middle of this area. Now, I was going to hit a couple of places up in Bleak Inlet, a couple of more places just to kind of play around. And a lot of this whole area is just an utter mess of, weak ice and nastiness. There's just tons and tons of timber wolves out here, plus a lot of other things. I'm just trying to stay away from him. But, again, there's not much we're missing over here. There's a cave and a hunter's blind over there. Usually there's nothing in either one of them, or at least not worth going to. If you're playing like you need to be outdoors and you need to get rid of your cabin fever, that one that's over there usually isn't too bad. But the thing is that cave. But the thing is, again, there's just timber wolves and things and stuff everywhere in this zone that will just gladly tear you limb from limb than, be nice to you. So it's a nasty area. It's not one of my favorites. I hardly and very rarely spend any time in it. Like, you play around all you want, look around out here, jump all these little highlands. There's all kinds of stuff to look at, but for the most part, none of it is worth your time. Now, the thing I would like to say is, like I said, I said that last time, is that him being there, him not being there last episode was making me concerned about whether or not we would continue this playthrough, because that moose right there is integral, however you say that word, to this zone. It is 100%. If he doesn't spawn, you're not going to be here very long, because there's only two locations you can really live for a long period of time, which is that trailer and then those houses over there. You get the bear, sure, but without a moose, you're kind of screwed if you don't have cooking 5. So what we are going to do is I'm going to kind of show you this little thing here, that if you come out along this little stretch of these islands and you kind of just keep walking towards that peak over here, you can it's kind of hard to tell. This is all nice and bright. There's a snow bridge right here, and you can kind of just keep finding these snow bridges all the way across this area. So we're going to kind of do a little bit of just goofing around. I'm probably going to have to make another fire and warm back up here in a minute, maybe. But what I wanted to do is kind of come out and see where we're going to run into the next pack of wolves, which they will be out here somewhere. There they are. They're over there. Now, there's another moose. The other moose that I usually end up seeing is going to be out in those woods over there somewhere, and he's either going to be there or he's not. Problem with him, again, is he's clear the hell out here by himself. There's that cave that's way over that area. That one over there is the closest cave to him, next to the exit cave. So, like, this whole area, yes, there's timber wolves. There's going to be a little bitty birch forest over there that'll have a little bit of birch bark in it, and then there's stumps and, tea stuff and all over the place. But this whole area up here is really, really, really tough to survive in. Even if you know what you're doing with the game, it's tough to survive in. So there's just literally nothing but timber wolves. There's not even any deer back here. Anyhow, torch. Yeah, she's cold. She's going to be cold before we get anywhere. But you can kind of see there's another little snow bridge right here. I know it's kind of fuzzy, but you can walk right across right here and nothing's going to yell at you. Matter of fact, when we did As the Dead Sleep, this is where we lost the first little bit of, well, first major chunk of health was right there. So we're going to need to go. I want to kind of stay on this side of it now. The exit is right over there, right over in that kind of area by that big tall tree. And there's a, like I said, there's a birch forest back over there. There's usually a bunch of birch bark in. And then there's going to be a...
I can't feel my hands.
Oh, you'll live. There's a, come on, brain. Hunter's blind right there somewhere that I kind of want to go find. Or did we already pass it? Which the moose can be over here occasionally. That's one of those things that's kind of fun. But I'm, again, trying to stay away from the timber wolves as much as we can. Maybe I should pick a stick up in case we have to start a fire. Are they here? No. Now, that hunting blind sometimes will have something in it. I think the only thing we're after at this point is trying to find the... Any amount of flares and torches that might be left out, or flares, I should say, flares and things that might be left out. So, again, there is another moose spawn around out here somewhere. I forget exactly. But this one has the capability of having 3 different locations. They'll be over in that woods, down by that trailer, and then somewhere up on this hill, I think. It's like right over there. So let's see if there's anything in this. Yes, there is.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
All right. Go ahead and just light another one. We've got lots, and we're going to pick up some more before we leave. Well, before we head for Black Rock. We have several more days before we head to Black Rock, so it's going to be a while. So we'll just do that, warm back up, grab another torch. That didn't really help much on the heat, but that's fine. We weren't really trying to warm up a lot. Sometimes this pond will have cattails on it. I guess there's a few over there. We can go pick those maybe. How many do we have now? 54. You know what? I'll leave them. We're going to get some more when we get into Forlorn. We haven't walked that whole... Well, we did walk that side, but I don't think we went up and got the crackers. We may or may not have. I'll have to go back and look at that if we have time to walk through it. But again, you kind of just want to stay on the top side of the delta as much as possible. Unless you're really after things. Like, we can go get some more of that. I was going to go maybe go get those saplings that are over where we saw them on the way through earlier. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to head for the cave that's over there first and then get out of here. There's lots and lots of goodies up here, but most of it, again, is just not worth our time for right now, considering that this area is so sparse and so uninhabitable. No. But I will usually just kind of do that. I'll just kind of head straight across the top of the delta and just try to stay where you can kind of see the snow and where you can kind of see the ice and try to stay as warm as you can. And just watch. Come on, you can get up this hill. All right. Yes, we're cold. I know. I don't really care.
If I don't warm up.
You're so dramatic. That's interesting. Yeah, I think they did something. Either this save is now bunged up or screwed up or whatever, because there's a dead wolf carcass that's supposed to be right here that's not here. So I kind of think that something happened with the way that they played it, because now I'm not finding any of the guaranteed prop corpses and things that are supposed to be here. So, yeah, that's no fun. Now, I'm going to leave these here. If we need to, we can always come back to this little section and get them. I want to go over that direction over here. There is a cave that sometimes there will be something in it and sometimes there won't be. But again, this whole little stream up here on top, there's just piles of cattails. Well, there usually is a reasonable amount of cattails. I'm not going to say piles of cattails, but there's a bunch. And then there's going to be some sticks and some other stuff up over here that I want to go gather and bring at least to the cave so it can cure. Because right now we have plenty of stuff. I know we have plenty of stuff laying around. But I'm also carrying fire with me again because I know there are critters out here that I don't want to play with. And you can kind of, as far as I know, work your way all the way over here to this section through all that mess. I'm just not interested in playing with it right now. So we're going to go over here. That waterfall. So nice. Down the hill. And go check out this cave. Yeah, the little buggers aren't here today. That's nice. Probably should do a little bit of look-seeing on our on the old man's beard too. I know we've used a bit here. Is there anything in this one? There is a backpack. That means there's probably nothing in it and more drugs. I'll take more drugs. So we left, I know we left a bunch of stuff in the, cannery, and I, again, am not concerned about trying to make do with it. Anything that's in this zone is going to stay in this zone until we have time to think about coming back, should we ever. Again, this character is just trying to make her way through the world and explore as much as she possibly can and see as much of the zones as we possibly can. And then we'll see about what we do after we get done wandering through Blackrock. So Blackrock is a massive zone that's got a lot of stuff to do, but I still don't see us taking much longer than a couple of, well, I should say, I don't think we'll be in there longer than 5 days, maybe. So that's 30 minutes. Can I maybe warm up just a little? Thank you. How much is left on that fire? 2 minutes. All right, I think we're just going to go ahead and do this again. Put another stick on it. One more stick. We got plenty. Put one more of these. Can I click the right button, please? We're just going to go ahead and get rid of these. And then we'll light another torch. And we'll walk back over to the exit cave and go into Forlorn today, which will be wonderful. Gotta have so much stuff. It's ridiculous. Okay, cool. But yeah, again, we're not going to be doing most of it. I'm not worried about, not worried about losing all this stuff that we're using, especially these teas at this point. How are we for that? I should have looked before I got too cold. 5, I'm fine. I guess I need to find one more, I think, but I don't want to take extras like that. I thought I saw a maple up here when we were standing right there. Pretty sure I saw a maple when we were standing right up there. It must be on top of this hill, or at least we were looking at something else. I do kind of want to grab them because there's nothing over here otherwise. And it'll save us if we ever have to come back to this corner to come back here. Not that I think it matters. Yeah, there's one right there. Okay, cool. I'd rather just keep it to the point where the only reason why can you hit the right button, please? Coming back is so that we can get cattails. Hit the right button before it goes out, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And then I will go get these birches that are over here. Those right there, and then we'll go get out of here. Hopefully. Pick up sticks. Don't see anything else. Thank you.
Not sure I can carry much
Oh, you're
more.
going to be just fine. We're going to leave a bunch of stuff inside the door when we get here anyway. Gonna lose the torch. Yep. Knew it. Okay, no, I don't want to go over here. I want to go right there where that little white line is. Right there. Okay. Yeah, let's get out of this zone. I have no interest whatsoever in staying here. There's nothing left for us. We've done everything we need to look at. I mean, I would love to go over there and show you guys that other little cave and that other little hunter's blind, but as far as Loper is concerned, the only thing over there is a pack of timber wolves. So it's not even worth going to look at. I mean, in my opinion at this point, it's not worth going to look at. So we're going to go jump through the cave, and we're going to go do a sort of our inventory of the various things we're going to leave sitting right here. And then we're going to move on to the Forlorn. Okay, so we'll just crack this open. We have a little bit of stuff anyway. We've got a nice full lantern. I like that very much. Okay, so I will usually make a stash of stuff generally right inside the door, right about here, of the things that I do not want to bring completely with us. So I'm going to drop 3 of those, and, well, we'll just get rid of 2 of those for right now. We'll bring these with us, and I want to get rid of all of these and that. And I think I will, even for that matter, since this cave will have coal in it, drop all the coal and all of the sticks. Now, I know that's kind of silly to leave all that kind of stuff here, but we're not going to have a problem. Trust me, we're not going to have a problem. We're going to be picking up plenty of stuff as we go. Is there anything else I think I want to drop here? I'm going to bring these because we're going to use them when we go to Blackrock. And again, that's just one of those kinds of deals. All of this mess is just in case, and I kind of screwed up anyway. I should have made sure you could get to the torches. Pick up that stuff. I know we just did something dumb. Okay, we're gonna drop. We'll just drop all of this stuff sitting down here. And then I'll move over and drop this right here. And then I will move over and drop those. And the reason why I do that is because this is one of those zones you're going to use those flares and whatnot at. That's just one of those zones you're going to use them at. So you might as well leave your stock of supply fairly close, at least close to where that you're going to need them. So let's go to Forlorn. Let's get out of here. We should find some coal in this cave, I believe. And where we're going to pop out, we're going to run into quite a few things. Plus, I think we're probably going to take a nap before we get out of here. That was weird. Wonder what that was all about. Huh. Anyhow, coal. Pick up. Find wonderful, hot, burning fire material. Wind picked up. That's wonderful. I'm going to kind of wander around. I know there's multiple ways through this cave. I do need to pick up as much of, again, the coal as we can because we're going to utilize it to get home. Back to main base. Now, that section has 2 different directions. If you go around it and you come to this spot right here where this crawl space is, there's almost always 2 or 3 pieces right here. Almost always. And then that's it. There's nothing down there. Yeah, man. Oh, you're not starving. You always act like you're starving. Let's see, is the other torch gonna be right here? The flare? Yes, it is. Hello, thank you. Sticks, and we'll go down there, but there's probably not gonna be anything down here. Take a look real quick. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Maybe this time we're gonna be lucky. Twice lucky. Thank you. Almost time to take a nap. Wonder if we get the rabbit this time. Hello. Hello, little bunny cave. No bunny cave. Sometimes there'll be a little rabbit running right in this section. I don't see any feet prints. Do see sticks, though. Those are nice. More stick. Pick up all the stick. All right, it's towards the end of the evening, and it's getting pretty close to the end of the episode. Let's see what we can do about just making sure we don't kill her to get out of here. So, I want to go ahead and think about taking a nap. So put that thing away. We don't need it. Is there anything we can do right now that we don't need? Well, I guess I can put that in there for the moment. Cool. And then I don't know how much food we've got. We're going to have to get under. We're going to have to be way over here, so we're probably going to have to eat a few cattails, but that's fine. No big deal. We might try to pick a couple when we get into the Forlorn, or we might not. We might try to... I forget whether we went and got a... Well, actually, I know exactly whether we've been there or not, don't we? Didn't we get the Polaroid? Or Forlorn? That should be the one I need. I've got both of them. Actually, no, I have one of them. No, I have both of them. Did we do both of them? Where's the map? Hit the map button. Forlorn, Desolation Point, Bleak Inlet, Timberwolf, Pleasant Valley, Coastal. We didn't do either one of them. So that means we haven't been up on this hill. Okay, that's what I was wondering, is whether or not we'd been up on that hill. So maybe we'll try to head to that point here in just a second. So let's see. We got plenty of food. I'm going to go ahead and eat the rest of those two, or at least eat 2 more of those up. We may have a slightly longer episode then. So, let's see. Sleep. No, let's just go past the time for like 4 hours. Get this a little bit more so that this is up a little higher. And then we can drink some water and all that wonderful stuff. So, there you go. That's an Aurora, I believe, probably. Not that we care. We're leaving. So let's go take a nap. I know you're fine. You'll be okay. We're going to go take a walk. And we're going to drink some more water. And you're going to sleep some more if you can. Give it 1 more hour. I just want the peak of the sun off. So, all right, let's go. We're going to need... We're going to need to pass more time. I love this game so much.
Horse.
Watch, it'll be an 8-hour blizzard. We're locked inside. We can't do anything. At least we can make fire indoors. Might as well just wait till it's about right. Yep. It's still not done. Music's kind of hard to tell, but it's still not done. Now it's done. All right, well, let's drink the rest of the water we've got and get our gear ready to go. So we're going to use up this guy. I'll probably be leaving this bow in trappers regardless of whether we need it or not. We use it or not. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Forlorn. I'm glad I waited. Now, we didn't check over here, did we? Let's look at something really quickly. Man, is it actually warm enough? It's not going to be cold for us. Okay, the other thing I do want to do for certain, I'm trading these out, putting that one back on the outside for now. I know that might make us a little colder. There's another cave right over here that we didn't look at, and I don't really think there's going to be anything. There's very rarely anything in it, but I don't recall where we found the moose, if we found the moose. I don't remember if he was up on the marsh ridge or if he was over there or if he's down here. It's warm, so who cares? I know we ran through this area because it was foggy and nasty when we came through. No, we haven't been up there. You know what I should have done is I should have grabbed some charcoal. But I don't think I can map in this kind of weather anyway. It's getting to the point now where this is like normal weather for everywhere in the long dark, is this kind of snowy, non-sunny day. So we're going to have to be careful. There's a doggo that lives over here. And might as well pick up some sticks. Although with the blizzard that we just had, there might not be anything out. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're back yet. Okay, cool. Well, that might make it a little easier. Now the deer is back. 1, 2. Okay, well, let's go around the hill over here. Let's go up on top of this knob over here. This knob, this ridge, this whatever you want to call it. We'll take that, thank you.
Oh, I'm starving.
Yeah, well, had the wind not or the blizzard not locked us in, we wouldn't be so bad right now. That's all right. We'll go check this little area out and see if there's anything good up here. There's probably one more little fantastic find up here. And since the wolves aren't down here, it's going to be a nice little time. It's a nice little corner. This is one of those corners I wish there was something other than a cave, a transitional cave to live in. Because there's always critters up here. Deer and rabbitses. Don't see anything. Where's the rabbits? Unless they're up here further. But that's the kind of the thing, like I said early on with the with Forlorn, is how much I really didn't care for it and how much it's such a transitional zone. It is pretty much a transition zone, but you can pick and get most of it as you work your way through it by going through other areas. I mean, you can get to everything you need to get to by working through other areas. I don't even know if we ever made it to the poacher's camp in this. Might just run off the edge over here and look. Well, that's interesting. This one's still here. Of course, we haven't been here in a while, and I don't really care because I'm not going to cut it up and I'm not going to haul it anywhere. Radio tower. And the cool little thing with the backpack in it that will have some salty crackers in it. and some usually piece of clothing in here. Sometimes you're going to get a thin wool sweater in that. So, and if we had a piece of charcoal, we could do it. And I think maybe we're going to worry about all that later. So, all right. So we've been to the radio tower over here. I'm almost 100% certain we haven't been over there yet. If we have, we did it when we did the trip across to go to there. So let's see, what time is it? It's a little early. Let's see if we can get off without hurting ourselves here. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the side I go down. I go down this side. I think you can go right here. We'll try the easy way. Get back over the stick. Easy way's over here. One of the many ways. This one's actually pretty nasty. I probably should have gone the other way. Come on. Just down that little spot. You'll be all right. It's easier to go around the corner over here, go down that side, and then come back down. But I didn't want to go too far out, so... like I said, as far as I remember, we did most of this area already. And I kind of wanted to pick a few more cattails if we could. So let's brave a little bit of this. We're going to have to eat a few anyway. So let's eat a couple more. Like I said, this is going to run a little long. I think what we'll try to do is we'll get over to the poacher's cabin or the poacher's camp real quick. Just walk some of this just to make sure we've got most of it, and then we're going to get out of here. I just wanted to make sure I had some of the good stuff, because I know I walked this edge. So, and we're not freezing.
Oh, I'm starving.
And she's complaining. I'm trying to remember if we walked through poachers. I mean, again, it's been forever and ever ago. We didn't come too far out. But part of this is going to be, part of getting ready for Blackrock is going to be backtracking through a lot of the stuff that we've already done. So I want to check a lot of the places that we've been and make sure that we didn't leave anything of any major value or use that will help our further exploration of the Long Dark and the world. I just saw a couple of things, but we didn't get these. Come on, you're close enough. We'll go get as many as we can. Usually these would have already been picked by now. Normally I walk the center every time, going over to the farm over there. So, but we can walk through it like this. That's no big deal. Except for the wind, as always. Now in our face, and now causing us massive slowness due to the fact that we are of our mild over-encumbrance. Something I did find wandering through Blackrock with the other character was that I didn't have enough time to spend a lot of time hunting for food. So I want to kind of prioritize bringing a lot of travel food with us, which this is going to be a lot of travel food. So I know we have a bunch of cattails stashed somewhere else. Plus, I think we're going to make a very quick side trip through the ravine. I know. Now the wind's blowing right straight smack dab in your face, and you can't move because it's the wind. And we're, you know, a pound overweight. Drop. Thank you. So that means we have been to poachers, which is cool. So that's fine. We can go do that. Can you please just move forward? The wind is not blowing that hard right now. You'd think she was 100 pounds overweight. I mean, I don't even think we visited the cave behind here. I don't know. We'll look around. Maybe there's no coal laying around. Maybe we did. Ruin light shell.
I wonder if I can drop any of this
I don't want
gear.
any of this gear. So yeah, we have been here. There's nothing here. Drop all that. I don't want it. Thank you very much. Cool. Okay, so we're going to end it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Next episode, we're going to head towards the trapper's cabin, which means likely I might just run back up here, or I might have to go look, because I can't remember what we did as far as the episodes, as far as the last, or this will be what, like 4 or 5. I'll have to go look and see where we were. But for right now, we're going to call it. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to Black Rock, and it's going to be coming fairly shortly. So, see ya.